There are a few things that I like better in life than the combination of sweet with savory, which is why cooking with Fruit Week is one of my favorite weeks. And today, I'm gonna make pork tenderloin medallions with a blackberry chutney. It's a sweet, sour combination. The first thing that you want to do to start off is make your chutney, and for that you need 2 shallots. Thinly slice them. These are pretty big, so I think I'm only going to use 1.5 because I bet you anything when this was developed they used medium shallots, not humongous shallots. Use your better judgment. I have 1.5 cups of blackberries, and then to finish the chutney you need 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar, tightly packed. That can go right into the bowl with the blackberries. Later on they're going to cook together, so it's fine. Then you need 1/4 cup of sherry vinegar also. I think you could use red wine vinegar or white wine vinegar. It would slightly change the flavor, but all of those would work really well. To the stove. The first thing that I want to do is get my chutney cooking, because that takes a little time, about 20 minutes, not too long. You can double this recipe and keep some in your fridge too, which is really nice to have on hand. Put a tablespoon of butter in a saucepan, small, nice and small, let it melt, and then add your shallots, 2 medium shallots, and let them get nice and soft. Should take about 8 minutes. While those are softening, I'm going to prep my pork over here. What you want to do is you just take your pork tenderloin and remove the silver skin. It's just that little part on it. It's really tough, makes it not so easy to eat, but it's really easy to take off. Then cut the tenderloin crosswise into about 1/2 inch thick pieces. I like to do it on the diagonal because then it makes kind of bigger cutlets. And then you can pound them with your hand, just the heel of your hand, and they pound into the most amazing cutlets. Pounding might be like an exaggeration because you don't even really need to pound, because pork tenderloin is so tender and so soft that it's basically a little pat and it turns into a cutlet. They're just gonna need to be seasoned, so I'm spreading them out. Gotta wash my hands. And then I can season them with salt and pepper. I just like to season one side and then I season the second side once I put it in the pan. Shallots must be done by now. Oh, yes they are. So to the shallots, just add all of those ingredients you measured before, the blackberries, vinegar, and sugar, right into the pot. Make sure you get the sugar from the bottom of the bowl because that is a great balance with all that vinegar. Stir it around and then simmer it for about 10 minutes. I'm just gonna switch this to the back so that I can start cooking my pork. Heat your pan, medium-high heat, nice big skillet, add a tablespoon of butter. Make sure your skillet gets nice and hot, but not too hot because otherwise the butter will splatter all over you. Okay, that looks hot enough. Grab your pork, season side down into the pan, single layer. Should take 2 to 4 minutes per side to cook these. Pork tenderloin is also really low in fat and it cooks really quickly. After a couple minutes you can turn them. Look, they're nice and brown. Also, you can see that it's starting to turn white around the edges, kind of like with the chicken. That means it's probably going to take 1 more minute on this side. I forgot to season the second side. I said I was going to do that. So I'm just going to season now. It's never too late. So season it now. Okay? It's okay. Put these little babies on the platter. Tent them with foil if you'd like to keep them warm while you do the second batch. Melt another tablespoon of butter. You know the rest. Look at this. Dark, purpley deliciousness. Love it. So good. The sweet and the tangy and the fruitiness, perfect balance. You can spoon that right over your pork. Everybody is gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. Everybody except Michaela, my daughter, she does not like sweet and savory. I don't like sweet and savory, Mom. That's what she says to me. Sorry, Michaela. Not everything can be for you. It's sweet, it's savory, it's delicious, it's berry, fruity fantasticness. Give it a try.